Halo Pak Iza, Iza.
Halo,
Hello, how are you Pak Iza?
good.
Okay, you wanna warming up?
Yeah.
What is your suggestion?
Wait.
You can invite me.
Bentar. Oh, hmm, hmm, hmm. Tunggu gue share. Hmm, 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 hmm.
Dan, Iza, where's the link?
Wait, wait. Okay. Save link where apa nih? Hmm, Share lah. Hmm,
Okay, world guesser. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I wanna wait. I'm stuck, Pak Iza.
hmm.
I mean, it says join party, but I couldn't join the party.
Wait, wait.
Oh, oh no. Or you have to start the game maybe, Pak Iza?
It's cannot. You cannot start the game.
You can't?
Yeah.
Hmm. 6207. I did, but it didn't work, Faisa.
Hmm.
Hmm. Oh my God. What's wrong? Is everything okay? Yeah, I could.
Okay, okay, wait, wait.
I couldn't. Let me.
Link.
Okay. Let me try to give you then.
Okay.
Oops.
It's work.
Okay. Here's the link, Paisa.
Okay.
There's the link.
Connected. Wait. Um, wait. Done. Hmm.
Done?
Done.
Let's get started. Oh, interesting place. Hmm. I think it's on no way. It's almost okay, Paisa. Next. I wanna take a moment, Paisa. You can continue.
Okay.
I think I know this one. What the weird sign? Oh yeah, I know this. Okay, sir. Let's go. Hmm. I think it's gonna be. Wait. Oh, I know this. Oh, oh my God. Three, two, one. Around here. Oh no way. United Kingdom.
You-
I think that was in America. So okay. Oh, looks like I know this place. Uh, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I know this. It's over. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. No, 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 no. What
Huh?
the? New Zealand?
Winston.
No way. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. No way. Estonia. Last round. Last round.
Panca.
Okay, Paisa. Oh my God. Okay, Paisa. You won. Okay. I think that's all for today about the game, of course. Now let's get started to the lesson, Paisa. Could you see my screen, Isa?
Yeah.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about classes, and then this is the hardest part. in coding. So I hope you enjoy with this lesson. But I wanna tell you that if you can understand this concept, it means that everything will be easier, I guess.
Mm.
Okay, so object oriented programming and classes. When I tell you about, or when I say classes, what is your uh is on your mind, Paisa? Could you please tell me?
Object-oriented programming.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It goes to
Classification.
classification. Okay, not really bad, Paisa. Nice guess. Okay, in the general terms, we can say a class. You know it's a place, or I can say it's something like uh a class, or it's like a room that students used to do something like learning, right, Paisa?
Yeah.
But in programming terms, class means that it's like a function, but this is the big container. With this tool, or with this container, you can wrap something like function. So function, you can wrap something like a little comment, right? For loop, while loop, and so on, right, Paisa?
Yeah.
With class, you can wrap something like function itself, and then you will have properties also. Okay, Paisa?
Okay.
Okay. Now, what's the meaning of object-oriented programming then? Well, technically, when we talk about object-oriented programming, it means that we're gonna talk about how to first create an object, second, how we can manage the object, the third, how we can remove the object. All in short, I can say when we talk about OOP in short, I can say we're gonna manage an object totally. Okay, Paisa? That's what's the meaning of object oriented programming. Now, I want to tell you that when you in IT field, Paisa, I need you to know about these roles. First is in IT department, we can be as a product manager, and also maybe you want to be a project manager. You can also choose the other stuff, just like producer, developer, game designer, tester, and artist. But today, because I mean, like our course is Python course, so we'll not, talk about product manager, project manager so much. It means that we will focus on one role, and it's developer or game developer for the specifically. Okay, now what does game developer do for us, Paisa? So when you be a game developer, Paisa, you need to know how to create game objects. That's the first. And then you need to know how to create the gameplay. And then also you need to consider the physics and math aspects when you create a game. I mean, like the movement, the collision, velocity, something like that. And then also you have to know how to control the player, of course. It's because game without control them, it's not a game, it's just kind of film. So it doesn't make any sense like that if we do not know how to control the hardware. Okay, so what's the goal for today then? We have some goals over here, Faiza. First, Faiza does learn what object oriented programming. And the second, Paiza needs to learn what an object, what is property, and what's method. And then let's learn what is a class, what is instance of class, and class instructor or constructor of class. Now, after that, you need to know also about how you can create your own class with build or method. And then use classes to create the knight and the dragon text quest. Well, technically, after you got all of that, it means that you're ready to create the first. No, this is the third object of yours should be. Okay, Paisa. Now let's talk about an object first. So when I set an object in programming, I hope you imagine something exists, Paisa. I mean, like you can see that, you can feel that, you can touch that. And an object, it's like an element of reality that has certain characteristics and can perform action, any of actions. Okay, just like this. So I have many objects over here: rabbit, car, and the third one. What is the third one, Paisa?
Moon.
I don't think so. That's moon. I Yeah, I think it's going to be wajan nggak sih ini Paisa? Di belakang wajan tuh kan kalau dia gosong begini juga nih.
Iya.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's going to be wajan. I don't know. And then the last one, it's going to be laptop. Okay, so the next thing, Paisa, when you have a data just like wajan, laptop, car, that's a complete an object. Before we start that object, Paisa, okay, before you start all of the nice object, it means that you need some kind of attributes. Or in professional terms, we can say a property or some properties, many properties. In short way, we can say properties is a data, but it's, you know, like we wrap the data into something called as a property. After that, you have to know about method also. What's method? What is method? And then what does method do for us? Well, method basically is a function. That's why I told you that a class is something like container that in that container you can put many kind of functions and then some properties and many more. While inside a function, you can just only create something like simple logics. Okay, Paisa? Now,
Okay.
what is method then? Method basically is a function that will utilize your properties, Paisa. I mean, like you will have properties like A, B, C, D. So when you create a function, you should be able to use that properties to create your nice function, something like that. And then I'm gonna show you, of course, how to create all of this stuff. Okay, but before we go there, now I want to tell you what is class then. Well, a class like a template or coding template for creating something, or you can say also it's like a blueprint, general description of something. In this case, the something is an object. Okay, Paisa? Okay. Now, what is instance of class? Instance of class basically is an object that you create many and many. It's not many. You can also create just one object, of course. But we the different names. I mean, the different name doesn't mean they have the different value, the different stuff. Okay, Faiza. So when you my God, when you create an object or a property, so you need to do something like this. Now let me show you how to do that with coding. Okay. Could you see, Paisa? I'm
Yeah.
gonna add it over here in Python. And I'm gonna say class Paisa. Okay. I want to excuse me first, Faisal. Okay, sir. Let's continue. So, the first something that you need to say, Paisa, is you need to say class for the word. This is kind of, if you want to create a function, you need to say deb. But when you want to create a class, you need to say class. Okay, Paisa? You got it? And then when you want to give your class a name, I suggest you to use a capital number, excuse me, capital letter for the first one. So let's say the name of my class right now is, let's say I want to create a score class. Okay, Paisa. And then
Mhm.
like this. So could you see? That's why I kind of suggest you when you create a variable, a common variable, you do not need to make the first letter should be uppercase. Instead, you can use lowercase for all of them. Because commonly we're gonna use the first, I mean, like if your first variable has a uppercase or capitalized, it means that that's a class. It's not a common variable, something like that. Okay, the next thing is you need to create the constructor. Now, what's the constructor? I'm gonna I'm gonna say like this. Okay, and then constructor means that something that initiates your class. Okay, it means that if this is nothing, it means that there is no class. You cannot activate your class. Useless. So, how to define the constructor then? Well, it's pretty much easy. You just need to say dep and then space like this, double underscore init, double underscore, and then you need to say self. I'm gonna explain to you in the next a bit moment, and you need to create or add the data over here. Let's say it's consists of name and then grade and then gift and then maybe you will have something like only three stuff or project maybe. Okay. And after that, hit colon at the end of your constructor. And now, what is self and then what is this stuff? Well, self means that this is owned by score. Okay. So the constructor is mine. The score set like that. The score set like that. Okay. It means that when there is no word self over here, the constructor will be error. And your score will say, oh, what are you doing in it? I don't know you. Something like that. It's because there is no word self. This is much important. Okay, Paisa?
Okay.
After that, you have data over here. You have four data in total, four variables. Now, I said that you cannot use variable if you do not change that variable into properties. Now, the question is, how could I change my variable, my common data, into property? Well, this it's pretty much simple, Paisa. You just need to do something like this. So you just need to add the word self and then whatever for the name. But you should keep in mind that the name should represent the data that you want to mention, of course. I mean like this. So you can create the same name like this, self.name is equal to name. It means that when I want to call the name, my data name, my name variable, it means I cannot say just name like this. Instead, I have to using this word, this keyword, self.name, something like that. Okay, Paisa? And then self.grade is equal to grade, and then self.gift is equal to gift, and then self.project is equal to project. There we go. After that, Paisa, okay, now you have data. Okay, you have data over here, and then you did define your data into properties, some properties. Now, when you want to utilize this property, it means that you need to create a function or a method. Well, to do that, you just need to say something like this def, and then what's the name of your function? Maybe you want to say something like congratulation, congrats, like this person. Parenthesis, and this is something that makes a function inside a class and function outside the class. If you have a function and your function is inside the class, it means that you want to make the function as the method of the class. It means that inside the function's parenthesis, you need to add the word self, something like this. You got it? And yeah, just like creating the other function. And maybe the depth congress, you want to say print, oops, print congratulations self.name. So you cannot say name, only name Paisa. Instead, you should say self.name. You got it?
Got it.
Okay, and then maybe you wanna do something like this. Print. You have self.grade. Grade. And it was nice. Okay. And after that, maybe you want to create the second method. The name is, let's say, the gift. So let's use simple logics over here, Faisa. So if the self.grade is greater than, let's say, 95, it means that we need to say print uh you will owe a car and a piece of land. Okay. And then if it's elif self.grade is less what is greater than 50 or 75, and then I think that's all. Oh yeah, and hmm, no, and And then the else is Paisa. Oh no, excuse me. We need to print something first, Paisa. So let's print something funny like if your score is greater than 75, we need to say print. You will receive uh how to say how to say piala in English, Paisa?
Apa?
Piala.
Piala. Trophy.
Yeah, trophy. I forgot. Excuse me. Trophy. Exactly. Oh, it's not trophy, Paisa. Trophy. You receive a trophy. And then the else is if your score is less than 75, it means that we need to create something maybe like print. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You need to learn more. Like that, Paisa. And then maybe you wanna, introduce your project. So let's create the third method. The name is the intro project. And then you need to say self and then colon and then uh you wanna use while loop or for loop or just print function, Paisa. It depends on you.
While loop.
While loop, okay. While the project, excuse me, you should say while the self.project is not empty. So we need to do something like this. Print congratulations that your project is nice project. I'm gonna say three times for that. Congratulations. Congratulations. You did solve and then self.project, which is a hard project. Okay. And let's make something like count plus equal to 1 to make everything should be updated over here. Count is equal to 1. Yep. And let's make it and count less than 3. Okay. I think that's all, Paisa. Now, this is we call it as a constructor. This one we call it as a properties. And then we have three methods. First, congrats, second, the give, and intro project. Now, where is the objects then? Well, the object basically is the instructor. But excuse me, the instance, Paisa. So when you want to create an object, you just need to create a variable. Let's say the name is Paisa Pi. And then the value should be the class. Excuse me, the class names the class names is score, right? Yep. Okay, Paisa, like this. So when you have a variable and then that variable has a value is class, it means this is not common variable, Paisa. It's an object. Okay, but the name is like same as a variable, something like that. Okay, and remember that when you create a class, I know that the parenthesis is empty, right, Paisa? But when you call the class and in your constructor you have four data over here, Paisa, it means that when you call the class, you need to provide four data also. Okay, the name is Paisa, let's say. And then the grade of Paisa, let's say it's A. Excuse me. Oh no, it should be number. Let's make it 99. And then the gift of the Paisa is, I don't know, maybe uh Wait, we haven't used the give, Paisa, right?
Mhm.
I mean, like, this is useless. So you can, you know,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then the project, let's maybe Paisa, you kind of improve something like Paisa, uh, I don't know, solar system maybe. Solar system. I don't know. Just in my mind. Okay. Now, could you please tell me, Paisa, what's gonna happen if I run the code?
Mm, it will in
You owe a car. You will receive. Congratulations. Congratulations. Could you please tell me? In pack, there is nothing happens, Paisa. Okay. Why? It's because remember that when you create a
oh
function, if you do not call the function, there is nothing happens to the
yeah.
function. It means that now you need to call the function. But it's a little different when you have a function or a method. It means that you have to call it like this, Paisa. Paisa, the name of the objects, and then dot, what's the name of the function? Let's say congrats, like this. And then Paisa dot the give, like this. And then Paisa dot intro project, like this. Okay, now if I run this code, you'll see something like this. Ta-da! Congratulations, Paisa. You have 99 grade and it was nice. It should be it was. That's not I was. You owe a car and a piece of land and congratulations, you did solve the system. It should be start from zero. Yep. Uh-huh. Like that. Yeah, it should be starting from zero. I'm so sorry, Paisa. That's why 3 times. So it's a congratulations, Paisa. Congratulations 3 times. Maybe closer friend, something like that. You got it, Paisa.
I
Okay. I'm waiting for your question. Do you have question? How to how?
no.
No question?
Yeah.
Completely no question?
Oh yeah.
Take your time. Take
What
your
the
time,
function
Paisa.
about self?
What?
Self. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What did you say, Paisa?
What is the function?
Oh, so self means that everything is mine. I mean, like if you have
Um,
depth in it and then you have the word self, it means that okay, this stuff is owned by this class, and then this stuff owned by this class. This one, it means that when you don't have the word self, this is what's gonna happen, Paisa. The give takes 0% argument, but one was given. It means that, oh, Paisa, you said that the give, right, Paisa?
yeah.
And you kind of, you know, um, couple the give and Paisa, which is Paisa comes from a score, right, Paisa?
Right.
Now, you have the give inside the score, but there is no self. The score says, like, what are you doing? I don't know you because there is no word self over there. Something like that.
Okay.
It's like if you have the word self, it means that you are mine. Something like that.
Okay.
Do you copy?
Copy.
Okay. Nice question. The other one.
Mm,
Oh my God, 14 minutes left. Seriously?
think no. Yeah.
It's like I I do nothing. But yeah, I have to explain to you clearly, Paisa, because this is one of, you know, something initial when we learn about programming. So that's okay. We do not practice for today. I need you to understand about class first, both the theoretical stuff and the practical issue. Okay?
Okay.
Another question.
Mm, oh, mm, 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 mm.
Hmm. It's Azan, Paisa.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I mean,
Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
that, uh, what?
I can hear you.
The Azan? How about the Azan?
No, no.
Ah, okay. Okay. Anything else? I will give you this annotation, Paisa. You can see that. And then, yeah, let's do the task. We have, yeah, still 12 minutes. That's completely okay. I will send to your mother, okay? Or, hey, excuse me, I can do that on the Zoom chat. There we go.
Yeah. Wait,
Do you have something to tell me from your school, maybe? I'm willing to do that.
sorry, what?
I mean, like, if you have a question from your school, maybe your school task, assignments from your school, I'm willing
Mm,
to do that. I'm willing to help you. I mean, do you have question, maybe?
oh, I think.
No question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have done all my homework.
Oh, what was your homework?
It's like um making presentation.
Oh, create a presentation
Yeah.
for what subject, especially?
Islamic.
Oh, PAI,
Yeah.
Pendidikan Agama Islam.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, for what topic?
That is Syariah.
Sya- Syariah topic?
Yeah.
Bank Syariah?
Yeah. Yeah. Bang Syariah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Faisal. I got you. How about the coding stuff? I mean, like, do you have task maybe or something to to ask me?
Nothing. Nothing not.
I have something for you, Faisal.
What?
Let me share my screen.
Oh.
You know about you know about data science, aren't you?
Science.
So in Python Pro second year,
Mhm.
you're gonna learn about data science and in part of data analysis. And then this is one of the project that you should create, Pfizer.
Wow.
Okay? I mean like for the data, it depends on the student. I do not want to make them, you know, uh fight in their life. So I will give you guys kind of can choose any data that you want, just like me. But this is the example. I just want to show you something like it because I, I saw your laptop consists of data science module, something like that. So I think you are interested in data science, right, Paisa?
Yeah.
Exactly. We can discuss about that. Don't worry. I know much about it. Not really. I'm still learning.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Paisa?
Mm.
I need you to do something, Paisa, yeah? So after you understand what class is, I need you to
Make a game.
not really, but if you can do that, it will be better, of course. I mean, like you can practice the knowledge first, how we can implement class from the really scratch. Okay, I need you to create the class
Okay.
from the really beginning, from scratch. I don't want to make you, you know, just copy and paste it without know the sense of the knowledge. I don't want you to do that. Okay, it's because
Mm.
it will be useless for you in future. Copy and paste, something like that. You will not, you know, uh, feel the sense of knowledge if you just do something like that. Okay, is that
Yeah.
okay? What do you wanna ask me again? The other stuff maybe. What do you think about today's lesson, Paisa? Hard, easy,
Medium.
what?
I think medium.
Oh, in the
But
middle.
yeah, but I think it's more easier than dictionary. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know what, Paisa? When I thought about class in your friend, I mean, like the other students in Algonova, they gave me a question like, why do I need to create something complicated like this? I mean, like, whereas I just need to say print, print, print like that. If
Mm.
I were the student, could you please tell me, Paisa, what you're gonna answer me? Why do we
What?
need to create a class? I mean, like, why, uh, why, the function isn't enough? Why we need to use the other container?
Container.
You know the meaning of class, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. So why do we need to use class then, Paisa?
Yes.
I mean, like, why we, yeah, just use function maybe. I mean, we do not need to create something complicated like class, right? But
Yeah.
why? I need to know the why.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I am in front of office, Paisa.
Because it
Because
uh
because we need to use bigger container than function. I mean, like class can contain a function, right?
yeah,
We cannot, you know, just using function to wrap a function. It it won't work nice. So we need to use a bigger container like class, and it makes our life easier.
yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Because if
easier.
we don't use the class, is the code gonna be long?
Exactly right. So long, Paisa. Yeah, especially when you are a game developer. If you want to create something without class, means that you need to create a stuff. I don't know. I cannot imagine that. You got it right, Paisa? The
Right.
sense? Exactly. Okay, Paisa, I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much. I need you to open your book and then do the practical stuff because, yeah, I need you to practice first. And then in the next meeting, we'll talk about inheritance. Inheritance is also a class, but the second part of that.
Inheritance.
Yeah, you can search the lesson from now.
H.
Inheritance, yes. Inheritance. Inheritance. Like this.
Uh, in
In bahasa, we call it as a keturunan or warisan. Okay, Isa.
okay.
Another question?
Hmm.
No more question?
Hmm.
If so, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna add coin for you first before I end up this meeting. Mm, okay. I think it's gonna be, yep, 20 paisa. Okay?
What is the
Mm-hmm.
green circle?
Green circle?
Bottom of light.
What do
Bottom.
you mean? Oh,
But
the green one?
nah,
The green circle?
bottom of right, right, bottom right,
This bottom? Oh, this one?
right, right.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is picture text Algonova provides for us, Paisa. You can text me from here also. Okay?
Oh,
Maybe I didn't connect to WhatsApp, so you can text me from here. You can open your platform and then, just text me. It will, I will get notif from you. Oh, Paisa has. And then, yep, just like these students, all of them has texted me. Okay, Paisa. I
oh,
think that's all. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next meet. Have a nice day, Paisa. Bye
okay.
bye.
Bye.